Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Movers and Shakers in Paarl. Today I've got a guest that doesn't really need any introduction in the Drakenstein area. I've got Felicity Kiran with me. Why Felicity is with me? Felicity is a talented singer. Felicity has been singing for quite some time, and I just wanted to find out a bit about her story, where it started and what the plan is for the future. So, Felicity, sorry that I had to pull you out on one of the coldest evenings.
No, it's absolutely fine.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, quickly. So, childhood, born, bred, Paarl?
Actually, I was not born in Paarl.
Okay.
I moved to Paarl when I was like 2 weeks old.
Okay. Okay, but we can say you Paarl, yeah?
So I was 2 weeks old, and ever since I've been in Paarl.
Okay.
My mom is from Rossenville.
Okay.
So I was actually, something that no one knows, was born in a house in Rossenville.
Okay.
On a farm.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Something special already.
Yeah. Okay, so then primary school, high school?
Primary school, I was at Ebenezer,
Right.
and high school, Kiran.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
secondary.
And singing was from primary school or from high school, or where did it start?
Singing was all my life. Primary school, yeah. Actually, even before that.
Okay.
I loved singing. I was always singing. And my mom was a singer in church, so I loved watching her. And then, then I started primary school, was the proper start of my singing career, and I've never stopped ever since.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been a long journey and
Yeah.
a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
When you're a singer, you really never stop working and mastering your craft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so high school, what were the highlights, competitions, won or win the...
Ooh, high school,
Yeah.
I was part of 5 different choirs, so
Okay.
that on its own was maybe she's going to become a singer one day. So I was always singing. When I was in matric, I won what was it called, Paarl Talent competition.
Nice.
Which was one of my first competitions that I
Yeah.
ever entered. And then after that, there was just like a lot of competitions that I entered in Cape Town.
Okay.
But that was after school. So,
All right.
but Paarl Wellington Regional Choir, like the chamber choir of Edinburgh, the school choir,
Wow.
church choir,
Yeah.
and the list goes on. So
Okay.
lots of choirs.
Right. So
I don't even know how I studied in the midst of all of that.
Yeah, so like you're saying, studied. So after matric, what did you tell your mom? Mom, I want to be a singer, or did your mom decide?
No, they always knew I wanted to be a singer, but
Yeah.
I felt that I also want to prove to them that how serious I am about singing. So I went and I studied. Basically, I did my plan B
Yeah.
to show them
Okay.
that if the singing thing don't work out,
Yeah.
I have something to fall back on, but also just to show them that I really want to be a singer, but I will actually go and study, go and do all of that as well,
Yeah.
and something that has nothing to do with singing.
Yeah.
And then after that, I studied, and then I went to be a singer. Straight into the theatre.
So what did you study?
Somatology,
Oh.
which is just a nice name for a beauty therapist.
Oh, what? So?
Somotologist.
Okay, somatologist.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so you studied, and then so when did the singing? Oh, so you told your mom, okay, I finished studying. I've done what you wanted.
I actually didn't even. I finish
Yeah.
my studies, but whilst I was studying, I was always singing. So I did like a little musical in Paarl before I started studying. Then for some people from Cape Town heard my music, heard of me, and Mike McCullough was the first person that I started singing with. So I was in my first year, and he heard of me, contacted me. Then I went to record with his brother, while studying,
Yeah.
recording, studying. And and then I started working with him at Theatre on the Bay, started doing full on productions
Okay.
while studying.
Okay,
So I
nice.
did all of that.
Right. So okay, so you started singing with what's the guy's name?
Mike McCullough.
Mike McCullen. And then so well, where did the singing take you? What was the journey thereafter?
What? I don't think I have enough time. No, it was just really a beautiful, beautiful journey for me. It started with him, and then with him, I traveled all over South Africa and then come back, travel and do that type of thing, but not like go away for weekends.
Yeah.
To do stuff at like the barnyards in Mossel Bay, that type of thing. And then whilst I was performing at theatre at on the Bay, another person saw me on stage
Okay.
and asked me to come and audition to go to Spain.
Wow.
So all of those Spain contracts, I was actually I was the first artist from Paarl that ever went to Spain on those contracts.
Wow,
That
nice.
everyone now is doing, yeah. I was
Wow,
the first artist.
that's awesome.
It was really great. And I took Sidwell Bezic with me, and I took Bianca Daniels with me
Okay.
on my first trip
All
there,
right,
which was
nice.
for 6 months, but it was amazing. And they continued doing the Spain thing, and I did it for 1 more year after that, and then came back and recorded.
Nice.
And yeah, I've just
Okay.
been crazy, been busy.
Nice. So, what would you say is the highlight
Yeah.
of your singing career?
You know, I'm old, eh? And I've been doing this since I was 2.
Yeah.
So, I would say like I've done the barnyard. I've done lots of things. I just actually recently did backing for David Crum on one of his latest albums.
Nice, man.
So, but I must say my highlight, I think one of the biggest highlights for me was when I was doing the national anthem for New Zealand at the in PE. It was I know very little about rugby.
Yeah.
What was it called? The Tri Nations.
Okay,
game.
nice.
Yeah, and I did the national anthem for New Zealand.
So, how does that work?
So-
They phone you and say, Felicity.
Also, my God, on stage, Barnyard Theatre,
Wow.
someone saw me there and told this lady that organizes everything, like the singers.
Wow.
And then she contacted me. It's like, would you like to do the national anthem? I was like, what?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, definitely. So,
Wow, nice.
and I have to say that took me. It was not just singing the national anthem, the whole experience of it. Also, it is in Maori, so to learn those lyrics that between us.
Yeah.
Most of the rugby players don't even know the Maori
Yeah,
lyrics because
yeah.
it's really they speak English, most of them.
Wow.
So it took me months and months to actually learn that song because I can't relate to it. So like with us, we have Xhosa, we have Zulu, but we hear it all the time, so you can relate to it. But with the Maori lyrics, I couldn't relate to it, so it took me much longer to actually learn it.
Wow. And
That
you
was-
and you eat it. Huh?
Ah, what you
Wow.
think?
Here we have South Africans spoiling South Africa's national anthem as singers, eh?
Yeah, that was actually the same year.
Is it?
Yeah, that.
What's his name? It has to be Sani or someone.
Yeah. Oh no, you're talking about that guy. Yeah, that was prior to me.
Wow, but so did you meet New Zealand players or was it just singing and going? What?
No, like I was. My dressing room was like right there next to
Nice,
them.
man.
But I mean, you know what the focus that they have before a game, like you can't. I was too scared, and I'm tiny. They're massive, 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 like really big. So I was like
cool.
freaked out. I was like really scared.
Wow, that's so cool.
But it was really great. Yeah, that was amazing.
What would you say out of your journey is your biggest challenge that you've experienced as a singer?
The music industry is really one of the hardest. It's really, really, really tough. Because I mean, you work on it for all your life. It's one of those that you have to constantly. You have to stay in the game. You have to work hard.
Hustle.
You have to hustle. You
Yeah.
have to do all of that. And it's one of those that you spend all your life. And not just singing. I mean, like dances. We train all our lives. And then you might, at the end of all of that, not be good enough.
Wow.
Still get rejected and
Yeah.
all of that. And that is very hard. You know, experiencing that I was lucky, and also being talented is not enough in this game. It's not enough. It's like 10% talent and 90% hard work. So for me, it's everything that happened to me is because I kept on working. I was always working hard. People saw me on stage and saw brilliant performance every single time. Sometimes we have nights where you are so sick, and I mean, I've been like shaking before I have to go on stage, and then when you go on, you're like, like nothing is wrong, and you fever and everything, and you walk off like, oh,
true.
you know. So yeah, it's not a joke. It's a really, really tough game. It's and it also makes you a bit harder. You know, like, because I was like sweet and soft. You're not gonna survive, and I think that's not just with music. That's with like a lot of different careers. Like if you're not tough enough, then you fall out. You know. But it's not always nice to change who you are in order to survive.
Yeah, true.
But it's the way of life, I suppose.
It's like, I mean, I'm always amazed with people in the arts. It's like, it's a daily thing. It's like, you have for other people have a corporate job, it's 9 to 5, you get your salary. But the arts is like, you have to work for that money.
Work. And also, it's like, tomorrow, like, I can have a lineup of work, and I'm like, but for us, like, it's like, thank you, thank you, because the next day you might not have anything, and for months and months not have anything, and the only thing is to hope and keep on working and keep on working. So
so was there ever a stage where you thought, I can't do this hustle anymore?
Many a time. Many a time. No, you know what? I won't say a lot of times, because it's just one of those things where I come alive when I'm on stage. The stage is more home to me than my actual home. Do you understand? So it is like that thing that feeds my soul. So I can't really live without it. But there's been times, especially when you start having kids and you have a family, and you're like, I just need that one gig to pay the rent.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So it becomes tough, and there has been times, and also, like I said, it's a really hard industry. So sometimes people are mean, and it's just not nice. It's not always like it. I've been blessed to mainly work with people that I really like, mainly work with people that has the same focus. But there comes that one cast where there's that one person that is just on your case, or you know, so it becomes difficult. But I think that if you really just believe and you really want it that badly, that you'll push through it, like with any other job.
100%.
You know.
But I mean, it's like you're saying. It's like you can't take anything personal. You have to be strong.
You have to know what it is that you want. That's the only way. Because if you're looking at people to validate you, or to say, you are good. No, you kind of, not to be boastful, but to know that I know and I believe in this talent that I have.
Oh, true.
It's the only way. Otherwise, people will mess with your head all the time.
So what's keeping you busy now?
Sure. You know that thing now. Like I said earlier on, you have that long gaps, and then all of a sudden, boom, everything is happening at the same time. So, but it is because of hard work. Like, I've worked my butt off for the past year, because in the middle of a massive production I was supposed to do, I found out that I'm pregnant. And so that's that
was like
a
9-month.
Yes. And normally, please understand, with my other babies, I've worked until my first child was the day before I had him. I was still on stage. My second child was also like, I had my baby and I was back at work a week later. So that's how it's never been. For me, I'm not sick. I'm just pregnant. It's like a beautiful thing. But with my last baby, it was a high energy show. There was lots of so I couldn't do it, and I found out whilst I was in rehearsals with. So it was a little bit of a setback, and for some reason I think also I'm older now. So people think, ooh, should I take longer to. No. Anyways, but it took a little bit longer to get back into the game than normal.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so I kept on working. I was like, okay, I'm not doing, but I am still doing everything else to put things in place. So now I am doing Felicity. I'm trying to push my own brand because normally I like to do theater. I like to do a lot of stuff with other people. So I'm trying to push Felicity Kiran as the brand. I've started FK Entertainment. So I'm trying to push that as well, just to get my original music and all of that stuff out there. Then I'm busy with Woman to Woman that I'm sure you've seen on Expresso. We've been together for 2 years, and I'm loving the group. So that is also something I'm busy with.
What is Woman to Woman?
Woman to Woman is the group with the 3 girls that we did a parody on Expresso that went viral.
Nice.
And we had like 30 million views on that.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so that is a really good project that I'm busy with.
Okay.
So yeah, and we do corporates, we do like...
Oh, okay.
That
like
type of thing.
entertainment.
Yes, it's like a group. It's like Woman to Woman is a group.
Okay, nice.
3 of us, 3 ladies. And then, I'm doing that. And then in Paarl, we started a forum, every woman's business forum. It's like so long. We're supporting other entrepreneurs and women in business. So we like every few months have like a function where all the businesswomen or anyone that wants to start a business, females.
I just wanted to say,
it was like females, or if you're a female.
So I don't make the cut to get invited.
You don't, but my girls do. So then we get together, we have fun, we talk about a lot of stuff, we support each other, that type of thing.
Yeah, and it's like a mentoring. It's like,
yes, absolutely, and I think we need that, especially the ladies from Paarl. So that's what we do.
Okay.
And I
it's a lot, eh?
Yeah, man. And I'm a mother.
Yeah, exactly. And a
wife. And a wife. Yeah, all of that.
So what's the dream Felicity? Where do you see yourself 5 years? What where do you see Woman to Woman? Where do you see Felicity Kiran Productions? Where entertainment? Where do you see it? What's the dream?
I have too many dreams, my friend.
But you're working hard at it, and some of them are becoming a reality.
No, and it is, God is good, really. I think the main thing that I really want is to I think everyone just wants to be, I can't say successful because we've achieved a lot, and I think that no, you don't have to have the mansion and all of that in order to be successful. That's how I feel. It's about your own achievements and knowing that I have done that. I had it on my list and I ticked it off. That in a small way is also success as I see it. But for me, with Woman to Woman, I think that we have the ability to write music to like really go very far. You know what I mean? In 5 years' time, let me put it this way. I see myself sitting next to Oprah and saying, yes, your dream girls, yes.
Totally. Who's the person that you call first when you had a very bad day? Who's the person you talk to that you bump off ideas?
Hey, I would say my husband.
Okay.
Yeah, my hubby's there, but you know what? I do have a few very close friends that I would pick up the phone to. I'm not, to be honest, the reason why I did that is because I'm not the picking up the phone type of person.
Sort it out yourself.
I will think and think and that, and then if I can't figure it out, then I will pick up the phone. But like recently, I've just collaborated with some of my great friends from high school again, so that like now gives me that opportunity. There are people that I trust enough to pick up the phone and say, my friend, so like the Simoneys, like the Sid Wolberzicks, the Romain Barrero Lloyds. Those are the people that are my people.
Nice, man.
And then my hubby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not singing and you're not a wife and you're not a mother, what are you doing?
No, I say that. I let my hair down.
Okay, cool.
And chill.
Okay, cool.
I try to balance my life out because it is quite difficult.
Yeah.
It is very difficult. But yeah, I like to actually just relax. Spend time with friends or people that I don't see all the time. And yeah, just chill. Just chill.
Yeah. I mean, if you have such a hectic life, you want to...
Yeah, just... Yeah.
So if you had about 30 girls in front of you and you want to give them advice on how to be successful in what you do, what would you say they should not do, and what do you think that you should say they should do? Or your biggest lessons that you've learned.
Yeah, I hate the entertainment industry, or like being a singer, it also opens you up to a lot of negative. It's easy to access alcohol, drugs, all of that type of thing. I would definitely say do not try to not lose yourself. And that's also why it's important to have roots that are, know who you are, know where you come from, know your roots. And I mean, sometimes you can say that, but sometimes all our upbringing's not the same. It might not have been that great at your house, or you might have seen a lot of negative things that the next person has not. But I would say, like, know who you are and keep on reminding yourself. The quicker you fall into negative stuff, the shorter your span will be, your lifespan as an entertainer, because all of those things impact negatively on your voice anyways. I would say learn how to respect your tool as an artist, because I think a lot of times people are not reminded of the fact that you have to actually look after your voice. You have to look after whatever it is. So like if you're a dancer, look after your body. It is imperative. You have to do those things, and you need to understand your voice, understand your body. And you obviously want to like let your hair down sometimes, but with limits, and know that you know what I'm saying. Balance. And then if you want to go into this, like we took everything the long way because we weren't educated and we didn't know like this. You know what I mean? So now there's a lot of you go on the internet and you can find out a lot of things. If you are phenomenal, go to auditions, go to get the proper training to know how to look after that voice. And then I would definitely say on the business side of things, find out what you need to know, find out, get an agent, get people that can teach you, that can educate you, because that is a massive thing that we lack, is we don't know. Like you have the talent, but you don't know where to go. Like, how can I make this happen for myself? The next step. Yeah. And when I've made it happen, like by getting an agency, getting this and in place, now business wise, how do I quote people? How do I all of those things? Get educated, know what you're doing. Otherwise you will get lost in this industry. And people will take advantage. And I don't think this day and age that you need to be taken advantage of anymore. Yeah.
Okay, well, nice.
That's what I'd say.
Inspirational. Ever auditioned for Idols?
Never.
Wow. Why not?
Because I was always working. Was
it something that you wanted to do if you had the time?
You know what happened? I entered the Coca-Cola Pop Stars once. Yeah. And I auditioned and I had a standing ovation. Okay. I was the only person that's ever done that. Because that time everyone was sitting in the auditorium. Yeah. And you audition in front of everyone that's auditioning. Yeah. So I had a standing ovation and all of that. And when they called me back, they said to me, I didn't make it because I am one of the best voices they've heard. Wow. So I'll stand out too much. Okay. Now that worked on my nerves a little, just a tad, because you guys said choose the best part of the
100%.
song and you're gonna give your all.
Yeah.
So, but I got it and I got over it. But after that, I was like very reluctant to enter because I was like, why do you enter? Like, what are you actually looking for? So, not for me. And then, yeah, I just like felt, you know what? I'm just gonna work hard for
Okay.
it. I'm just gonna work and work and work. And by the time I ever felt, okay, maybe I should, I was too old.
Jeez Louise. You waited too long.
I didn't wait. I
Yeah.
was busy.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Your own journey.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there was one male singer and one female singer worldwide that you want to share the stage with, who would it be?
Yeah, there's so many, no? There's so many, but to be honest, like, yeah, that is a difficult one.
Is it?
Yeah,
You don't have a
but
favorite?
John Legend.
How did I know you're going to say that?
I am in love with that guy. I just
Yeah.
realized as you said that.
I'm in love with his wife.
Ah, right. That's all right.
Yeah.
And then I have to say, because there's some phenomenal artists right here, that I have shared the stage with, but that I just want to say that I absolutely think they're phenomenal. That's Orion Winter.
Okay. All right. Nice.
It's phenomenal. Yeah, and there's many more, like my brother, Freddie Ferd.
Yeah.
But okay. And then there's India Ree. I
Okay.
would absolutely.
Where is she?
She's still around.
Okay, I haven't heard of her in a while.
She's still around. I listened to music of hers the other day. I was always like, Beyonce, India, Beyonce in. Because everyone would want. I would love to meet Beyonce, but India's so real. She's so raw and real. So I think, yeah. But I wouldn't mind Miss B as well. Just putting it out there.
Must be with Must Be.
You know.
But Felicity, I thank you for coming to talk to me.
Thank you. This was so much fun, and I'm so sorry for taking
feels
so long.
Yeah, no, but you know what? It's like it feels so quick. It's like we're talking, and then it's almost like it feels like we just started talking.
Exactly. It's like go and get the coffee.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, data's dear. So.
Yeah. I feel you. Respect.
But good luck with Woman to Woman.
Thank you.
Good luck with Felicity Kiran Entertainment.
Yes.
Keep us posted what's happening. I mean, are you singing anytime soon that we can go watch you or where?
I'm gonna be in Kimberley though.
Okay, we
won't.
No, it's fine. It's
You
too,
see,
it's too far.
guys, come on now, let's road trip. Hello. That is that, and then I'm doing quite a few things, but everything's like PE,
Okay.
that type of thing. But I will keep you posted if I'm doing anything in Paarl. Like obviously, the woman forum will be doing something in August, but I'll keep you posted about everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
But rock and roll.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
I mean,
keep
not that Paarl needs any more entertainment from Paarl people with talent, because Paarl's people is keeping everybody busy.
Yes.
All over the place.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, but I need to as well.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been a minute. Actually, on the 21st of July, it's Sidwell Bazik's show, and I am directing that show.
Okay.
It's a celebration. He's been in the business for 20 years.
Okay.
So it's his show, and I'm directing it, and I will also be singing in it. So.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Where? Yeah.
At the Old Mall Theatre,
Nice.
21st of July.
These
I'll-
are open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we can also give you a
keep you
standing
posted.
ovation.
Yes, it's been a minute.
Madam, thanks so much. Sorry
Thank
I had brought you out in the cold.
No,
But,
I'm fine.
But thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you
It
for
was
having
entertaining.
me. Yes.
Thanks, madam.